Well, it's a road win, and those don't come easy in this league. I said it all week. I'm not sure that everyone in my locker room believed me, but we certainly said it all week, and it played out that way today. You know, when you come on the road in this conference, nothing's ever going to be easy, and they certainly didn't make it easy. I thought, I gave credit to our guys. I thought we battled and scrapped through some adversity, through some, mistakes throughout both sides of the ball, and just found a way to make enough plays in the end to win the game. And so happy we got the win. Happy we're 6-1, 4-0 in the league. It's been a long time since we've been 4-0 in the SEC, and obviously set a stage for a pretty big Saturday next week in Kyle. And so from there we'll kind of open it up to questions.
How have you seen Jabri kind of progress from being injured to now, and what was kind of behind some of the explosiveness he had today?
Yeah, I mean, he's a dynamic player. We've been trying to work back to get him into the rhythm and get him more touches. Obviously, Noah's had 2 very strong games, and so I think that opens up some of the coverage then, and they start leaning a little bit more towards Noah, and that then leans a little bit looser in the middle. And so I think Jabri was able to shake loose for a few things, and obviously went back there, did a nice job in the punt return game with Terry not being available, and so it was great for that.
Mike, how'd y'all tighten things up on defense in the second half?
Yeah, it's funny. I just said this on the radio. The first drive of the game was really poor. The last drive of the first half was really poor. Everything in between that, I do think we played relatively well on defense. But that's not. We need to play relatively well all game, and so we didn't start great. We gave up a lot of third downs on that first drive, and just got a little bit loose with tackling. I thought we missed a lot of tackles on the first drive. I thought we did a really poor job, playing the entire play in the 2-minute drive. I thought a lot of that was broken plays, and we just didn't keep playing assignment football. Not that we were playing hard. We just weren't playing assignment sound football and letting things get loose and soft. And but then I thought at times in the second half when we needed them, we really stepped up and made plays.
Kind of playing off of that, they had 95 yards rushing in the first quarter, 30 the rest of the game. What did you guys change?
Nothing. We just tackled. The first play of the game, I think they were the one that ripped. I don't remember if that was the first run, but the first long run that they had, I think they ran that play 4 other times. The difference was we tackled them on the other 3. We missed them with 2 different people on the first one. And if you miss tackles against that, the challenge with that offense is it's spread, it's sideline to sideline. There's not a lot of rally to the ball, right? That's always been the challenge with whether it's Levy, whether it's the Tennessee group, whether it's the Ole Miss. They stretch you sideline to sideline, and there's so much emphasis on the one guy who can make the play, and if he misses it, it just looks really bad. And I think that's what happened a lot on that first drive. The guy at the point of attack just didn't make the tackle. What do we got going on up here? Close game.
Travis asked about Jabri. He was a big target on third down. Just how critical was y'all's ability to convert so many third downs and extend those drives on offense?
Yeah, it was critical. Obviously, I thought we were very choppy on offense. We never really got the run game going quite like we wanted to. They did a good job of mixing up some looks on us, and I thought we were just kind of battling uphill quite a bit all day in the run game. And so we got in a lot of third downs. We didn't make a ton of explosive plays on first and second down, and I think that put us in a position where, had we not been as efficient on third down, I think could have created a lot of problems for us today.
What did you think of Scooby Williams' just overall play?
Yeah, I thought it was our best game at linebacker. Scooby was one of the guys that I signaled out in the locker room after the game. I thought I think he's a warrior. I think when you look at a place where and this is when we talk about, again, I'm going to keep bringing this word up so that everybody hears this. Like, you talk about culture, right? Like, we go out and get Scooby, and that's as unheralded a get in the transfer portal, right? And it's kind of like, oh, they got a guy, right? But we love his character, we love his makeup, we love his talent, we love his athleticism, and he's been a huge force for us on defense all year, and continues to make play after play, filling in for a pretty talented linebacker that's now in Green Bay. And so, it's a credit to him. And then I thought Torian was extremely active today. I thought that was by far and away Torian's best game. And we put a lot of stress on you get a lot of stress on those 2 kids in that offense to stop the run, because you're trying to really spread the perimeter and keep the coverage intact as best you can, especially with their big play ability. And so we needed those 2 linebackers to make a lot of plays today, and they did.
What's your initial status report on Chase Santos?
We'll see. It's a lower leg deal. We'll see kind of where it goes.
with Connor, a couple picks and a couple that were dropped as well. How do you kind of assess the decision making and also just overall?
Yeah, I thought going into halftime, I thought he was in a good spot. He missed the one throw early to Noah. Then the pick, I think, slipped out of his hand in the first half. And then I think in the second half, he just got a little bit fast. That's what I kept telling him on the sideline was like, slow down. Like, I just felt like we were pressing a little bit in the second half for whatever reason. I thought our running backs were pressing on some of the cuts. I thought our quarterback was pressing in some of his decision making. It just felt like we were. Again, it just comes back to it felt like we were expecting it to be something different, right, and not an SEC road game. And so all of a sudden it felt like we had to press to make plays, and I don't know why we got into that position. We've got to obviously get that corrected and fixed.
What would you say is your primary emotion after a game like this one? I know winning is always reason for elation, but I wonder if there's, winning here, if there's a certain amount of relief. How would you describe what's going on with you?
I think in this day and age, it's always relief is the first feeling. It's we get to keep this thing going. Opportunities like this don't come along much, and so that's always the first feeling. But the goal is to win. Right, and all of a sudden you start having success, and then the expectations change, and everything starts changing to, when was the last time we were 4-0? I don't know. Right, and like, when was the last time we won back-to-back road games at true road environments? Like, we can't take away from those things. It wasn't pretty. I know it wasn't pretty. We didn't play pretty football today. The kids know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. They know there's a lot of things we got to clean up. But, like, let's not take away from some of the really highlights of where this team is right now, coming off of back-to-back seasons where we won 12 total games.
To that end, I know early in the season it was ending the losing streak at Florida. Here, it's a place that y'all haven't had a lot of success. Does it seem like y'all are kind of exercising some demons as you go along the season as well?
Yeah, for sure. And listen, this one reeked of challenge, right? Coming out of a bye week, on the road, everybody knows what's next week, right? Like, this one reeked of being a challenge. And when you have 18 to 23-year-olds, you talk a lot, but sometimes it's a challenge. And we were learning. Every week we're learning. We're still a work in progress. We got to go back to work. We got to have a great week of preparation, and we got to get ourselves ready to play really good football next Saturday.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.